Thursday evening, everybody, if you're watching this when it goes out in the UK. So it's actually the Thursday after my competition. So, and I'm now filming the intro because I was so nervous on Monday, the day of, that I couldn't film anything. I was literally so nervous, like getting ready and going into it, that I didn't bother stressing with filming. I thought I'd do it afterwards. So this is the intro to the video. This is our first competition for the year. It is dressage and show jumping. It's combined training. And then the way it works, so you get your dressage score, and then you go into your jumping round, and then any faults that you get in your jumping get added onto your dressage score. And then if you're tying with anybody, then your time gets taken into consideration. So the way I went into this was to try and get a good enough dressage score that it didn't matter if we had a refusal. And then obviously take it slow and steady, because I wasn't in a rush, because it didn't come down to time straight away. So that was my game plan. Going into it, I did the intro B dressage test, which is walk and trot. Then I did a 60 centimetre show jumping round, because this is what I've been training for, and I wanted to make sure that Daisy got her confidence, because we're going to be doing a one-day event later in summer. So yeah, that's it really. It's going to jump into footage now of me warming up and getting ready to go into my dressage first. I'll do a voiceover and talk about how it went, and yes, I'll let the video play. Enjoy! 1, 2, 3. Hello again everybody, so I'm just running through my warm-up at the minute. Now I spent about 30 minutes in the warm-up because I wanted to make sure that Daisy was feeling her best. She was nice and loose and relaxed, and where she is an older horse, I just wanted to make sure that she had enough time to feel her best really. One thing I will say about this day is that it was so windy that the sand from the arenas was just in everybody's eyes. They were in my eyes, like we all had it in our mouths. That was really a bit of a bummer. So I spend a lot of my time in walk, but what I am doing is I'm just using these corners to get Daisy bending, and then also getting her legs to cross over so that she can open up her hips. It just gives her a lot more movement in her back end, where she is mostly stiff because of her age. And then yeah, I just go into a bit of trot work after this, and that's about it. So I'm just going to let you enjoy watching for the rest.
They do food there a bit later on as well if you're hungry.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got it in my mouth, I can taste it. Oh, yeah. Pretty good, yeah. Why?
So we're just getting ready to start our dressage test here. So like I said before, this is the intro B test, so it is just going to be walk and trot. And we actually got a 66.08% on this, which I'm really proud of. It was our first test in over 2 years and our second test ever, so I think Daisy did me really proud here. I'm just coming down the centre line here, which was my first move in my test, and I was so wobbly and nervous that we actually got a 6 for this, which is the lowest mark that we got across the whole test. But it was completely my fault. It was nothing to do with Daisy, so I'll take full responsibility for that foul. I'm now just coming up to my 2 half 20-metre circles across the school, and we actually got a 6.5 for this, and I didn't receive any comments. However, if I was to give any to myself, it'd be that I need to look up and turn with my shoulders a bit more, just so that Daisy's a bit smoother with her movements. And then I just changed the rein across the school here, which again I didn't have any comments for, but I did get another 6.5. I think I was a little bit too sharp on my turns, but other than that I think it was pretty good. I did have a moment right here where I thought I was going the complete wrong way and that I'd messed up my test, but it turns out I hadn't, and a couple of seconds later I did realise that I was going the right way and needed to stop panicking. This was just our transition to walk, which I got 7 for, and then our free walk across the school. Daisy got 7s for both of these. However, I did get a comment that she needs to maintain stretch and purpose a bit more, which I did feel her sort of slow down a bit, so I should have put my leg on the second I felt that. And then in both of these turns coming up, both of the corners, I got the comment that I cut the corners, which I definitely did. Not sure why, again, I think it was just nerves getting the better of me. I've always got in my head that I meant to ride deep into the corners. Obviously it just missed me at this moment, but I got a 6.5 for both of those. Now coming up, I have a 20-metre circle, allowing the horse to stretch. I got a 6.5 for this, which I do think is a bit harsh. Daisy's always been super good with her stretches, so I think we could have possibly got a 7. Again, it might have just been me cutting my corners that caused that. And then we got a 7 for changing the rein here across the school. So obviously I've sorted out my corner issue at this point. Something that I was really paranoid about was that I was going to start rising on the wrong leg in trot, and I did do that earlier on in the test, but because it was in this bottom corner, I don't think the judge caught wind of it. I mean, I did correct it straight away. And then we're just coming into our final moves here. So this is a half circle, 10 metres down the centre line, which I got 6.5 for being a little shallow, and I definitely felt that and said it immediately the second I came out the ring. And then we got a 7 for our halt and salute, which this is probably the best halt that Daisy has done in so long because she loves to go off square. Overall, I was so happy and proud with how Daisy performed, and the next clips are going to be my course walk. And then the black plank. Black and gold. Hey, did big jump over that one. And here I am just warming up for my jumping now. Like I said, I'm doing a 60cm course, which should really be a piece of cake for Daisy, but she's been struggling lately, so I just wanted to make sure that I was giving her the best warm up possible. She started off jumping really nicely actually. She was super confident and I didn't have any refusals in the warm up at all, which was nice.
I would just keep her like trotting around, jump trotting around just
Moving on to my actual jumping round now. So obviously the goal is to have no faults at all, but realistically with Daisy, I just wanted to make sure that if she was going to refuse any jumps, I was going to give her a bit of a pony club kick and get her over it, rather than running back round and sort of relining her up to the jump, which you'll see me do later on in this course. You'll see me get jumped out the saddle a couple times. But yeah, so I'm just going to let this play and I'll speak a bit afterwards. So unfortunately we did have 4 faults for the pole down, but I was so proud of Daisy for how confident she was around the course and just willing to give everything a go. So that is all the footage that I have on the day. Like I said, I was really nervous. I want to practice a bit more like vlogging, like, or speaking to the camera in front of people, because at the minute I just can't. It makes myself sick. But anyway, results of the day, drum roll please. 3rd. So we came 3rd out of a class of 8, which was better than I thought we were going to get. I was expecting 4th or 5th, being that we had the pole down, but obviously we did a good dressage test, so it didn't really matter that we had the pole down. Came home with a frilly, which I write on the back of all of mine, the horse I did it on, what I was doing and the date, and I do that on all of my frillies. But yeah, so this is my 2nd time placing in a competition with Daisy, so I'm so proud. I'm literally beaming. And yeah, so now it's time to get ready for the one-day event in July, so that's going to be fun and exciting. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, stick around for the next one, and yeah, that's it. Bye.